In this video, I am going to discuss about the strain. So this is basically the continuation of our elasticity chapter. So what is strain? So basically when we apply some deforming force, then its configuration is changes. It means its length may changes, maybe its volume is changes. So we can say this is the strain. So what is the definition of the strain? The definition is that it is the relative change in configuration due to the application of deforming force. It means the change in configuration after applying the deforming forces. So what is the strain? Strain means that after applying the deforming force, if the configuration of the system is changes, like its length is changes, like its volume is changes, then we can say this is the strain. Now, strain are also three types. One is longitudinal strain, another is volumetric strain, another is shearing strain. So, what is longitudinal strain? Longitudinal strain is the change in length by original length. So, suppose one example is like this for longitudinal strain. Suppose this is an object and its length is L. I can say this is the capital L. So, if I put some load, suppose the load is mg. So if I put some load, then what I will observe? I observe that in the second case, its length may change. It is obvious that when I put any object into any string, then its length is varied. So suppose this is original length and this is the change in length. Okay. So the longitudinal strain says that it is the ratio of the change in length. So what is the change in length? This is the small l. And what is the original length? This is the capital L. So longitudinal strain is the ratio of the change in length by original length. So when what is the change in length? Change in length means after applying some deforming force, what is the change that we observe? This is the change in length. Okay. So this is the example for our longitudinal strain. Now, what is volumetric strain? This is same as our longitudinal strain, but in that case, we change the volume. Suppose this is a ball. Okay. So, if I assume this is the original volume, so if I apply some force in this direction, then its volume may get reduced. It is just like a balloon. If I apply the force like this, if I press this balloon, then its volume getting reduced. So this volume is the small volume. So this is saying the ratio between the change in volume by original volume. So in that case, my change in volume may be small v and the original volume is capital V. So volumetric strain is the change in volume by original volume after applying some deforming force. Now the third one is the shearing stress. Okay, so shearing stress is the angular displacement of the plane perpendicular to the fixed surface. So basically it is just like this. Suppose this is a object A, this is A, B, C and D. Understood? So if I applied some force in the top of this object, then what I observe? I observe that its position may change, and the new position is C dash and this is the D dash. Okay, so what is the theta? So theta in that case, we can theta equal to 10 theta. So it is basically C dash divided by A C dash. Sorry, A C. So this is the formula for our shearing stress. It means when I applied, this is the theta. So when I applied some force, this force into this direction, then what happened? It's that position may change, and from this we can find the theta or the tan theta. So what is the change? In that case, this C dash is the change, and this AC is the perpendicular to this object. So this is the theta equal to tan theta C dash by AC. So these are the basic idea of our longitudinal strain, volumetric strain, and the shearing strain. So what is strain? Again, I am repeating. Strain means after applying some deforming force, if the configuration of that object is changes. So what are the configuration? Maybe its volume changes, maybe its length changes, maybe its angle changes. And depending on this volume, length and angle, we can classify these are in three different types. If the length changes, then we can say this is the longitudinal strain. If the volume changes, then we can say this is the volumetric strain. And if the angle changes, then we can say this is the shearing strain. So I think you understood what is strain and what are the three different types of strain. So thank you. Please watching my video and like and subscribe my channel to get the more updates. Thank you.